Greg Hennis alongside Joe Galati, and we are back at the Motor Zone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike here in Williamstown, New Jersey. Joe, it's 2015. It may be a little cold, but here's something to warm everybody up. It's tax time. It's tax time. It's tax time. And yes, it's tax time here at the Motor Zone, Joe. So what do you got cooking for 2015 and tax time here at the Motor Zone?
Here's what we're going to do, Greg. We're going to match the first $1,000 that you put down on a car. Let's just say you put $99 down. We're going to match the $99. Put $500 down. We're going to match the $500 down. You put $1,000 down. We're going to match the $1,000. There's just one little catch.
What's the catch?
There's a keyword in order to get that. The keyword is I love the Motor Zone. So you must come in during tax season. We're going to match your down payment up to $1,000 just by you saying, I love the Motor Zone.
So
that's how that works.
If I come in here and I count out $500 that I put down, you're going to match that down payment dollar for dollar up to $500 because that's what I gave you.
Right.
So that 500 is going to become 1,000.
Only if
I say I love the Motor Zone.
Here you go.
So if I come in here and I put $750 down and I say I love the Motor Zone, that $750 is going to become $1,500.
$1,500. There you go. You got it. You got it.
So if I come in here and I put down $1,000 and I say I love the Motor Zone, you're going to match that 1,000 up to another 1,000, which means you're giving me $2,000.
Your 1,000
plus yours.
Plus my 1,000 is $2,000. You got it right on.
Amazing. And all I got to do is say I love the Motor Zone. So your down payment is matched dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when you say I love the Motor Zone.
I love the Motor Zone.
Now, it's tax season, right? Yes. We know that.
Yes.
Now, if I want to come in here to the Motor Zone and I want to file my taxes, and have that process going, what do you got going for me here?
Well, what we did, we signed up with TaxMax this year. So what we're going to do is we're going to do taxes here. Right now, you could bring in your last pay stub until you get your W-2. We could go off your last pay stub and give you an estimate for what you're going to get back on your taxes, and you could use that money today as part of your down payment to get into the vehicle. Now, the only thing to that is you must also bring in your W-2 once you get that. Once the people start getting their W-2s, and they could just bring in their W-2 and they could do their taxes here, use part of that money as their down payment, and in a matter of days, you'll be coming right here to pick up your check for the balance of the money that the government owed you.
Now, there is one more little part to the equation. Not only do you have the taxes being done here on site, but if they have their taxes done, they're also going to...
I was saving that for last. Yeah, that's right. There's a drawing. We're going to have a drawing for everybody that comes in, has their taxes done. Everyone that comes in with their pay stub has their taxes done. When they bring back their W-2s, they're going to get another entry into the basket. And the entry basket is going to be a drawing for a 50-inch flat screen TV.
You gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
No hassle return policy. $200 referral program is still in effect. In addition to that, Joe, if they're coming to the Motor Zone for the first time, you're going to pay the tolls. And there's other big things. I mean, listen to this. Down payment starting at $99, including the tax, including the tags, and no bump. What do you mean by no bump?
No bump. That's when you make the deal, you have your down payment down, and the one guy comes up from, you don't even know where he came from, but he comes up and back and he taps you on the shoulder and he goes, Mr. Greg, by the way, what are you going to do? How are you going to do this taxes and tag thing? Were you going to give me the cash? Were you going to write me a check? Were you going to put it on your credit card? It's called the bump. We don't do that here at...
No bumps?
No bumps at the Motor Zone. In other words, your money down is your money down. We're not going to ask you for taxes and tags. It's all going in the financing.
And there's something else that's very important. Buy at the Motor Zone, and you're buying with peace of mind. What do we mean by that? Every vehicle comes with at least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, at least.
At least that.
Now, there's some that are up to like 4 years, I think.
Yeah, it depends on the age of the car and the miles on the car. But yeah, the very minimum is 1 year, 12,000 mile.
So, ladies and gentlemen, remember this. It's tax time, it's tax time, it's tax time here at the Motor Zone. Mention I love the Motor Zone, and they will match your down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000. Have your taxes done here with TaxMax. You could do it right now. Even before you get your W-2, you could do it right now. And when you do that, you're going to also be registered for a 50-inch flat screen TV giveaway.
That's why they say, I love the Motor Zone.
And you will too, right here at 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey.
We match your down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when you say, I love the Motor Zone.
Hello, for you that don't know, this is Hector. He's our buyer. I'm Joe Galati. I'm the general manager. But Hector is the gentleman that goes out there dealer to dealer to dealer and cherry picks their trades. He goes around all over, finds cars, puts them through the test, and then after that, he'll purchase the car, bring it back here, and then we'll work on getting it certified. Hector, how have you been making out finding cars?
We're finding them, Joe. I mean, we're traveling around, but we are locating the cars.
Great, great, great. And also, Hector, if we went and we saw a car and say it had a little scratch on the bumper or something like that, or a crack in the windshield, would we buy that car?
Oh, that car, absolutely. We would buy that car, bring it back, and take care of that little scratch.
So what Hector does is he goes out there and he checks the record on the car, sees what the car's been through, the history of the car and all that, and then at that time he'll cherry pick the car that he likes, get it at the right price, get it back here. We drive them back here, and then we send them out to be certified, because all of our cars come with a warranty, and in order to put a warranty on the car, it must get certified. I'll tell you, and Hector will agree with me on this, there's a lot of buy here, pay here dealers that'll go to the auction, buy some cars, bring them out here, get them loaded off the truck, put them right out in the front line, and then after they put them out in the front line, that's it. That's all the service they do to it. They don't even pop the hood to check the oil to see if it has oil or antifreeze in it. Not here at the Motor Zone. At the Motor Zone, we put them through a multi-point safety inspection that they must go through in order for us to put our fantastic warranty on the car. So, Hector, just keep on doing the good work. I mean, you're coming up with good cars. The cars look good. They run good. They're lasting well. They're all going through the certification pretty easily. So you're doing a real good job of what we're doing.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it, Joe. Thank you.
Our loans help you establish or reestablish your credit here at the Motor Zone.
Joe, here at the Motor Zone, there's so many things that make your dealership here at 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey, very unique. One of those is the fact that a buy here, pay here dealership such as the Motor Zone reports to all 3 major credit bureaus, which is very big because it actually helps you to establish or reestablish your credit. So explain to us why that's unique.
I'll tell you why. Number one, it's time consuming, a little costly to do, but that's what serves the customer best. These other buy here, pay here places that don't report you at all, well, you're just getting that money and throwing it in the wind because you're not building your credit from it. Reporting to one credit bureau, that's a nice thing. Okay, I report to TransUnion. Only thing is 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now, that person wants to go buy a condo. Well, the mortgage company doesn't look at TransUnion, they're looking at Experian or Equifax. Experian and Equifax isn't showing anything. That's why I think it's so important, Greg, to get out there and report to all 3 major credit bureaus. That's Experian, that's Equifax, and that's TransUnion. Get all 3 of them reported, and then you want to go out and buy a condo, a house, or anything in the future, you're not going to have a problem because one of them credit bureaus is going to have your name on it.
Now, there's something else that makes Motor Zone very, very unique here, Joe, and that's the fact that you guys make it so easy for people to make a payment. I mean, as I talk to you or your members of your staff, I've never heard of a type of payment that you can't take.
Yeah. Really.
So why don't you run through with us about about the different ways and the different methods of payments that you receive once you decide to get your car here from the MotorZone, because you really do make it not only easy to buy the car, but as far as making those payments, it's easy. And of course, at the end of it, you're reestablishing and establishing your credit, as we just talked about. But talk about the different payment methods.
Well, one way is, of course, you could drive all the way down here, come on in here, pay cash for your payment. Another way to do it is you could come, drive all the way here, go in and pay by check and make your payment that way. You could also come in here, drive here, go inside, give them your debit card or your credit card, and do it right in person on the credit card. You may also call in to South Jersey Auto Finance and have them do your credit card over the phone. I'll tell you the best way to do it, though. The best way to do it is have it automatically taken out of your debit or checking account.
Oh, that's
Number one, you don't have to pay for the gas to come here and make your payment. Number one, we're doing it over the phone and paying a fee. You don't have to do any of that. You know it's going to be paid on time every time because it's coming right out of your account the day after you're paid, or you know what I mean? So it really takes all the brain work out of it. My payment's paid. I didn't have to drive there. It didn't cost me valuable time. And more important than that, it didn't cost me any gasoline to get there. And it's just the best way to do it. It's simple, it's fast, you're done, you don't even notice the payment coming out of your pocket. It's there, and your car paying. And then at the end, when you're all done, guess what?
There's more?
You got great credit.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, remember this. Here at the MotorZone, they can help you reestablish your credit. They've got all the convenient ways to make a payment. And I believe, Joe, if I'm not mistaken, there is a special going on right now. If they choose to sign up with that automatic withdrawal, the ACH payment, not only is that the most convenient way, but you've even made it a little more convenient for them to go with that. What is that extra little promotion?
They get to drop one of them tickets that we talked about before about the tax max into the drawing box, so this way they have a chance to win that 50-inch screen TV.
So sign up for ACH automatic withdrawal payments, and you too are registered for the 50-inch flat screen TV giveaway later on in tax season.
Yeah, you got it.
At least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty included with your purchase here at the MotorZone.
We want to introduce you right now to Taryn here at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike here in Williamstown, New Jersey. And Taryn, first of all, where are you from?
I'm from Sicklerville, New Jersey.
Okay. So you told me just a moment ago when I was talking to you, Greg, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. So why are you excited?
Because I have a car and it totally changed my life. I don't have to worry about catching a bus no more, and I don't have to worry about getting up early to go to work and walking to work, and it takes me about an hour and 30 minutes, and that was like miserable feeling.
So before you got this car, you had to rely on the foot transportation, the bus transportation, the neighbor transportation, but now you've got your own transportation. So how does it feel?
It feels great.
So when you came here to the MotorZone, did you have some concerns that, gee, maybe they really couldn't help me, or, it was going to be really difficult?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be difficult, and I thought I was going to pay a lot out of pocket, but I didn't pay much.
Now, who did you work with here at the MotorZone?
It was Kristen.
And she made it very easy?
Very easy.
Now, not only do you have the car, but while you were here, they also have this Tax Max program where you can actually file the paperwork, even though you're not going to get your money till down the road a little bit, but you've actually filed the taxes today.
Yes.
So, did you know they have another promotion going on with that?
No, I don't.
Here's what they have going on with that. Not only do you take advantage of filing your taxes now with Tax Max, but because you did that, you are now automatically registered for a 50-inch flat screen TV giveaway.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
That's very awesome.
So now you're probably even more excited.
Yeah.
Now, Taryn, they have a little saying here at the MotorZone. People leave here, they just can't help but say, I love the MotorZone. Do you feel that way?
Yes.
Would you look at the camera and tell folks, I love the MotorZone?
I love the MotorZone.
Come on by, folks. You'll love it just like Taryn. And here at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey. Remember, Tax Max is here. File your taxes now. Get registered for a 50-inch flat screen TV. And just like Taryn, when you leave here, you two are going to say,
Yay, I'm excited.
and I love the MotorZone.
48-hour, no hassle return policy here at the MotorZone.
All right, Joe, so we want to talk about a terrific referral program that you have here at the MotorZone. Now, before we get into the specifics of the referral program, I thought I would take a little guess at how much of a reward you would give people that participate in the referral program. Is that okay with you if I take a little guess?
I'm willing to play that game.
Okay. So $25 is the referral fee, right? If you bring in a person that buys a car, right?
Not at the MotorZone.
50?
Not at the MotorZone.
Really? More?
More.
75.
More.
100?
You must be talking about the place down the street, not here at the MotorZone.
125?
Nope, you're still off. You got a ways to come yet.
I know. 175.
Wrong, Greg.
Not 200.
$200 right here at the MotorZone. All you have to do is refer somebody to the MotorZone that you call, make the appointment, they come in, buy the car, you are $200 richer. And know what? It's unlimited.
Now, wait a minute. You didn't say that they had to buy a car here first to refer somebody.
No, they don't.
What?
No, if you just come in here and you shop around and you kind of like the program, but just not able to do it right now at this second. As long as you know about the program and you know somebody that needs a car, maybe you need a little bit of down payment money. I don't know. We start off at $99. But let's just say you want to put down $400 and you only have $100. Well, that's easy. Go out, find two people that need a car, bring them back to the MotorZone. You'll get 2 and 2, that's 4, plus the 2 you have in your pocket. Give one of that up, that's 5, and you go home with $100 in your pocket.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a terrific referral program. You refer somebody, even if you're not a previous customer.
Even if you're not a previous customer.
$200 referral fee is yours. And in addition to that, Joe, we said it earlier about TV. We love TV because it's a visual media.
Yes.
Well, let's put in a shameless plug. Right here, what does it say, Joe? It says, bring in your last pay stub and drive me home today. Tax Max. It's right here at the MotorZone. And don't forget, take advantage of that program, and you're going to register for what?
A 50-inch screen TV.
Flat screen TV. You gotta love it. You'll love the MotorZone. 1835 North Black Horse Pike, Williamstown, New Jersey.
File your taxes here and get registered to win a 50-inch flat screen TV here at the MotorZone.
Joe, earlier in the show, you were visiting with Hector, and you talked about the fact that the cars are certified, they're hand-picked, they go through the shop, and they don't just come off the truck and go to the front line here at the MotorZone. They get checked and different things. And one of the benefits of the cars being certified and checked is that every car here at the MotorZone has at least what kind of warranty?
At least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty. At the very, very least. Depending on the year, make, and model, mostly the mileage on the car would depend on if the warranty goes any further than that. But every car that leaves this lot comes with at least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty. And Greg, to be honest with you, there's a few cars on the lot that probably have 3 or 4-year warranties on them too. And they come with the car. They come with the car.
Ladies and gentlemen, not only do you come to the MotorZone, you're going to see a great selection of vehicles. They've been cherry-picked, if you will, from the other dealers' selections. And guess what, folks? They've all been checked, double-checked, certified. And when you buy a car here at the MotorZone, not only do you have the benefits of all the things we've been talking about, but you also know that every car has at least, that's the key word, worst case, at least 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty. So not only can you buy, but you could buy with peace of mind, sleep good at night, knowing that you've got a warranty. Great opportunity. Remember, the MotorZone has at least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty on every vehicle. And when you leave here at the MotorZone, you're going to have peace of mind. And no doubt about it, you're going to want to say,
I love the MotorZone.
We pay $200 with our referral program here at the MotorZone.
Joe, you know what they say about TV?
What's that?
Seeing is believing, right?
Right.
All right, so let's step aside and let the folks at home see what's behind us. So right behind us is this exciting banner, and on the banner it says, bring your W-2, drive out today, TaxMax, file your taxes here. Joe, talk to us about this exciting program.
Well, it is exciting because you know what? There is some miscommunication in there because it says bring your W-2, drive out today. I got one better than that. Because if you don't have your W-2 yet, bring your last pay stub for 2014. Bring your last pay stub that you have in your hand right now. Bring it in here. We'll go off of that and we'll get an estimate on what you're going to get, and you could drive out of here today with the vehicle.
You gotta love that. Now let's step back in here for a moment, Joe, and there's a little bit more to this equation. That in itself is terrific. Bring in your last pay stub if you don't have your W-2 yet from 2014. Drive out of here today. It's great. But you said earlier in the program, and this is really the icing on the cake, not only do you get a chance to drive out today, get your taxes done, but there's more. You can also register. By doing that, you're going to be registered for not a 20, not a 30, not a 35, not a 40, not even a 45, but a 50-inch flat screen TV. You're going to be registered to that for that giveaway, Joe. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
That's how it is here at the MotorZone.
Ladies and gentlemen, great tax program. Come in, bring in your last pay stub from 2014 if you don't have your W-2 yet. File your taxes, drive out of here today, and when it's all said and done, you're going to be registered for a 50-inch flat screen TV giveaway. By the way, you sign up for the ACH automatic withdrawal payments. You too will also be registered for that 50-inch flat screen TV. Just a couple of more great ways that when you leave here at the MotorZone, you're going to leave here saying what?
I love the MotorZone.
Down payments as low as $99. Tax and tags included. No bump here at the MotorZone.
Joe here at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey. It is tax time, and here at the MotorZone, we mentioned it at the beginning of the program, but if you missed it at the beginning of the program, a terrific announcement Joe made that right now, during tax season, the MotorZone will match your down payment dollar for dollar up to how much?
Up to $1,000.
When you mention
I love the MotorZone.
So if I come in here and I say, hey, Joe, I love the MotorZone, and I count out $200, that $200 becomes
$400.
If I come in here and say, hey, Joe, I love the MotorZone, and I give you $500, what happens to that $500?
Turns into $1,000.
If I come in here and say, Joe, love that smile, love the MotorZone, and I hand you $750. What do you say to me?
$1,500, Greg.
If I come in here and I say, hey, Joe, I love the MotorZone, and I throw $900 at you, what happens?
You're really trying to...
I'm just testing your math.
Okay, $1,800, I got it.
One more time, folks. You know I got to go here. If I hand Joe, after I say I love the MotorZone, and I hand Joe $1,000, maybe because I took advantage of the TaxMax program, and I hand you that $1,000, what are you doing here at the MotorZone to that $1,000?
$2,000.
So you've doubled the down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when I say I love the MotorZone.
That's it. That's all you got to say. I love the MotorZone.
Now, there's one more thing. Great programs, great opportunities, but not only do all of the cars that you have here are terrific and they've been checked and different things, but you also have this great program. 48-hour, no hassle, same condition return policy. What's that all about?
Well, let's just say, Greg, you buy the car, you take it home, put it in front of the house, the wife comes pulling up, says, where'd you get that? Oh, I just picked it up over the MotorZone. Well, did you realize that it doesn't even go close with the color of the house? Well, lucky me, I could return it because you know what? They said 48-hour no hassle return policy for any reason. I'll just go back and say my wife doesn't think it matches the color of the house.
And you'll find the right color.
Or paint the house.
You'll find them the right color and switch it out.
The right color, we'll switch it out.
So great program there. 48-hour no hassle return policy. Matching your down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when you say, I love the MotorZone. And by the way, Joe likes to hear people say it as creatively as possible. So if you want to come in here and shout it, that's fine. If you want to whisper it, it's fine. If you say it, it counts. And Joe, it's all going on right here at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey. Remember, come here. They're going to match your down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when you say,
I love the MotorZone.
And you will too.
File your taxes here and get registered to win a 50-inch flat screen TV here at the MotorZone.
Joe here at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey. Matching your down payment dollar for dollar up to $1,000 when you come and say, I love the MotorZone. Filing your taxes now. Bring in your last pay stub from 2014 or bring in your W-2 not only to get your taxes filed, but you could drive away today, and when it's all said and done, you're going to be registered to win a 50-inch flat screen TV. But there's the old thing that you started a long time ago and it's still going on today. Could be tax season, could be the summer. People love it. It's the hot dogs. It's the soda. No, it's the party on the weekends. That's all.
Party on the weekends, right here at the MotorZone. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Party on the weekends. Hot dogs, music, soda, what you name it, we got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a party. It's tax time. The time is right now to come to the MotorZone right here in Williamstown, New Jersey. Party on the weekends, hot dog, soda. Don't forget about the other great promotions. Don't forget every vehicle here at the MotorZone has at least a 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, 48-hour no-hassle return policy. Can't stress it enough. Say, I love the MotorZone. Whatever your down payment is, match it dollar for dollar up to $1,000. Don't forget, down payments are available as low as $99. Down payments start as low as $99, including your tax, including your tags. No bump. They're not going to come back at you later and say, what about tax and tags? Not here at the MotorZone. So that's Joe Galati. I'm Greg Hennis. Remember, they party on the weekend all year long at the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown, New Jersey. And remember, when you leave here at the MotorZone, what are you going to say, Joe?
I love the MotorZone.
We love to party on the weekends. Free hot dogs and soda here at the MotorZone.
Hi, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for watching the infomercial. I just want to introduce the staff real fast. Then in the end, we have Vince. Vince is here for all our infomercials. He's our man. And then we have Jimmy Malia. He's our detailer. Next we have Vern. Vern runs out and picks up all these cars that Hector buys. And then we have Keith. Keith takes care of getting this lot all together and keeping it together. Next we have Hector. Hector's our buyer. He's the one that goes from dealer to dealer, cherry picking trades. After that we have Amanda, who is our receptionist. We also have Jim, our salesperson, and Kirsten, our salesperson. Me, I'm Joe Galati. I'm the general manager of the MotorZone, 1835 North Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. And when everybody leaves the MotorZone, what do they say? I love the MotorZone. And don't forget to bring your tax papers in too, so we can do your taxes. See ya.